Hi, it's Jane here from craftwithjayne.co.uk, and today I'm bringing you my Tunnock's Tea Cakes little Christmas gift box, and I wanted to make something that you could maybe gift an adult that felt a bit sort of more sophisticated. So I've made this little reinforced base with the acetate topper, and then I put these little tags there so you can write a little message on, and I just thought it looked quite a nice one really. It is for my craft fair series. I am going to make up some of these to take to the craft fair with me. For the sentiment I've used the Christmas Classics stamp set, which is one of my favourite, and I used just the sentiment which says Christmas, and I just think it looks really nice. I embossed it in silver. Okay. So these are the tea cakes. Got a box of 6. I'll get 2 out ready for my to make my little box with, and I'm going to buy a couple more of these, and I'm probably going to make up maybe about 12 of them to sell at the craft fair. I'm not quite sure my price point yet, but I will feed back and let you know which things sold and which things didn't, and hopefully this will be one of the things that sells. So the colours that I've picked for the project to keep that sort of classic look is the silver and the red. And the red that I chose when I matched it up is the real red cardstock, and it measures 10.5 inches by 8.25 inches. If you would like to have the measurements in metric and just for all of the measurements in imperial as well, so you'll find that in centimetres and inches, please do follow the links to my blog below. So on the 10.5, the long side, I'm going to score it at 1.5, 3, 7.5 and 9. And then I'm going to rotate it, and on the short side I'm going to score it at 1.5, 3, 5.25 and 6.75. So next I have my piece of acetate just here, and this is from the window sheets, and it comes in this pack here, really versatile. So on this I'm going to score it a 1.5 on all 4 sides, and this measures 7.5 by 5.25 inches. So I'm going to get to the 1.5, and I'm just going to score it quite well a few times at the 1.5. So you'll see that I have a score mark like that, and I'm going to do that again on here and just score it a few times so that I get a nice groove. I'm going to rotate, score it at 1.5. Oops, a daisy, sorry. Like so, and then rotate. So this will be all 4 sides then. This is the 4th side. There we go. So you can see that there's 4 score marks there as well. So I'm going to get my bone folder out, and I'm going to just basically bend along, and I'm only scoring the edges flatter because I don't want it to be completely flat. I want it to maintain this sort of right angle. So I'll do the same on this. So I'm going to just do the edges with my bone folder, and the middle bit I'm just going to use my finger for, and then I'm going to go along here and do the same. So I'll use my finger to start with, and then I'll do the edges just like that, and again this piece along here just like so. So I'll do my edges, and then I'll just use my finger for that middle bit, and then I'm going to cut this while I'm here. So I'll get out my paper snips, and I'm going to cut the 4 corners away like so, and that way I end up with a neat shape in the corner. Just want to make sure I cut it perfectly. Oops, this doesn't want to come off. And like so, there you go. And then that will bend down like that inside the box. Just make sure your corners are neater if you can. And I'm just going to cut away all 4 of these corner pieces. Just like so. I am trying to cut the scored bit out as well, just so that it reduces any bulk. I always think using acetate or window sheets just always makes it, sort of gives it that sort of wow factor a little bit. But I don't know whether that's just me. Really enjoying doing this craft series. I do hope that I get to sell some of the products that I've made. Oops. There we go. So then I will basically have this to go in to all 4 of those, to go into the boxes, and I'm just creasing just gently all 4 sides until it creates that sort of nice shape that I'm going to put inside the top of the box. I'll put this to one side now. So I'm going to get my scored cardstock and burnish, just like this. And love, love, love these colours. Just think the silver and the red are so festive. Sort of a classic Christmas, matches these sentiments. Christmas classic stamp set, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm basically needing to cut down all the way down these 2, just like so, and then I'm going to cut into this one like this, cut across to get rid of this. There we go. And then when I cut this piece off at the edge, just here, I'm just going to mitre while I do that, like so, and then I'll mitre into this one, just like that. So I need to do that now on the other sides as well. So I'm going to cut all the way down this one, like this. I'm going to cut across here, take this off completely, and then I'm going to mitre in just like that there, and like that there. So that's one half of it completed just there, and then I'm going to rotate the box round and I'm going to complete exactly the same. And then for gluing, you can use your you can use your tear and tape, you can use your liquid glue, you can use your Stampin' seal. So whichever works for you, really. Just taking these down. As I'm cutting, I'm trying to remove some of the scored bit as well, just to remove a tiny bit of that bulk. Okay. And then the last one just here, like so. Cut this off like this. Oops. So yeah, I'm gonna start watching Christmas movies soon as well. I wonder if anyone else has started that. I do like a few Christmas movies. Wonder what your favourites are. There you go. So that is all completely cut. That is the template that you're working with, and just there. So if I get my Stampin' Seal Plus out, I will just put 2 lines across each of these tabs like this, and so one quite close, oops, daisy, and then one more at the bottom, and that just keeps it tucked nicely out the way. And then I'm going to build my box up. So that's my Stampin' Seal Plus I've used for that. And then I'm just going to build the sides of my box up. So I'll start by doing that and just literally gluing these into place, so they create a nice initial start to my box shape. And then the last one here. Now what I'm going to do for this is just use my bone folder and make sure they're adhered down properly, and then I'll get my liquid glue out and I'll glue some of my sides in. So I'm just going to literally do glue like so along here, just like this, and then I'm gonna gently press all of my sides in. So I'll just start with one of the long ones, press it in, press this one in, press this one in, and then press this one in, and then I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure they're really adhered down nicely into all of the corners, and this gives it that beautiful crisp reinforced shape. Just this bit's so satisfying because you end up with this really nice robust box shape base just there. So that is then all nice and glued in, beautifully robust. So I'm going to pop my two beautiful little Tunnock's tea cakes in. I'll just turn them around so they there you go, so they sort of make sense. I've got them the wrong way around actually. There you go. There we go. Milk chocolate. Tunnock's mallow milk or milk chocolate. It's absolutely lovely. So that's there, and then I'm going to use my, fingers crossed this will fit. So that fits in lovely into the box, and you can see it's created this nice little shape. And then I'm going to get some of the ribbon. So I've used this ribbon, which comes in a dual pack, and it's the real red, and I'm just going to do a lovely little bow, I think, here. So I'm not going to tie that off just yet because I do need to thread through my tags. So I've gone ahead and I've cut two pieces of one in white and one in the real red, and they're about just over 3.5 inches by just over an inch. I'm going to use the Very Best Trio Punch. I'm just going to use this element here, which gives you a, if I line them up, gives you a nice little sort of hole to put your ribbon through. So I'm going to line them up, press it down, and then I've got that lovely little tag, and I've die cut out of the dies that go along with the Christmas Classics 2 holly leaves. So I'm going to stick those just on like that, and I've stamped and die cut out some berries as well. So this will sort of sit underneath there and just give it a nice little offset. So I'll use some liquid glue for this. So I'll pop a little bit just on the bottom, just like so. So I'll pop that one like that, and then I'll put another little bit on the bottom of here. Lovely. I'll stick that one just like that, and then we'll pop a tiny bit of glue on the bottom of the berries just to stick those berries in. And it's sort of like, it's a bit hidden, but it's quite nice because you're going to potentially write on this, and I just think it gives that lovely little finished look. There we go. So there's your 3 berries and your holly leaves there, and it just gives you another element to write on them. Okay, so now I'm going to just put this through, both of these through here, to be able to tie off my bow. There we go, lovely. So I've got my ribbon, which I'm going to just straighten up, is all sorted like that, and then I'm just going to tie off a nice little bow on top and then trim that down. Like so. I've got my glue rubber just here because I got a little bit of glue on the on my sheet just here, and then I'll trim these two like so. There we go. And lastly, I think I will pop some of the gems just on there as well. So the gems I think I'm going to use are the basic jewels in this here. So I'm going to put 3 of these on. I'll pop a big one about here, and then a little one like so, and then I'll do a medium one just up here like that. So these are the completed Tunnock's Tea Cakes Christmas gift boxes. I do hope that you've enjoyed today's video. It's part of the craft fair series that I'm doing at the moment in preparation for my first craft fair, and this one is a little bit more sort of, I don't know if sophisticated is the right word, but it sort of has a bit more of a classical look to it. I love the beautiful Christmas colours as well, of the reds and greens with the silver. I have heat embossed the Christmas sentiment on both of them, which I think just pulls in the Tunnock's Tea Cakes, the silver there. So yeah, if you're interested in purchasing any of the products that I have used today, please do follow the links below to my shops and my products. I would be honoured if you don't already have a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you live within any of the countries in Europe and you would like to purchase any Stampin' Up products. I would be truly delighted if you chose to shop with me. I will send out a lovely thank you pack for qualifying orders, and if you use my host code you get an additional gift in your pack as well. And if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up as well and you'd like to join my team, then there are links below for that as well. Okay, I'm going to say bye for now, guys, and happy crafting.